folks, this is Hacksaw Jim Duggan, and you're watching WGS-TV. Tough guy.
Welcome everyone to another installment of WGS-TV right here on YouTube.com/WrestleGamer. I'm Double B Billy Boudreaux, and this is going to be my TNA Impact Wrestling review for the week of October 11th, 2012. Now, what this is basically is, guys, this is the go-home show. It's what it's called, the go-home show that's leading into the pay-per-view. And, of course, TNA's Bound for Glory. It's set for this weekend. So, we're trying to get a lot in for the pay-per-view, if I can learn to talk right. It's basically a lot of the last lead-ins into all their matches for Bound for Glory. And on this week's show, we open up with a great bout between Austin Aries and James Storm. They're basically kind of taking they kind of considered the match with Austin Aries, Jeff Hardy, and James Storm and Bobby Roode kind of like a double main event. So what they have done here is they have split up that main event and they put Austin Aries, basically face versus face, with Aries and Storm. Or maybe hard face versus face with Aries and Storm, and we also got Bobby Roode and Jeff Hardy. So we open up the show with Austin Aries and James Storm. Great match. Austin Aries and James Storm both look really, really good in this match. Aries hits his dead level, his brainbuster finisher and wins the match. And it was still a really great match. Both guys looked really good leading up into Bound for Glory. I'm going to go 4 out of 5 on this one. That's how good I thought the opening match was. Next up, we had a promo with Hogan and Sting coming out to talk about why they got Bully Ray as their partner. And then comes out the World Tag Team Champions of the world and saying that the Bully Ray can't be trusted. And the only one that should be this partner is Kurt Angle. And to call off the Triple Threat Tag Team title match, and then that prompts out Bully Ray, which sets up the matchup for later on with the World Tag Team Champions of the world taking on Bully Ray and Sting. Very decent promo, interesting way to set up a match. I'm going to go 3.5 out of 5 on this one. Next up, we had Hernandez and Aj Styles. Aj Styles is having a little bit of friction with Kurt Angle, is what storyline-wise is where they're going with it. So Hernandez was out there with Chavo Guerrero and his tag team partner, but Kurt Angle was nowhere to be seen because AJ Styles told him to stay in the back. Great match with Hernandez and AJ Styles. Man, the finish to this match was just absolutely amazing. It was basically a football tackle by Hernandez, but he kind of launched AJ at the same time, and it went to the pinfall. Now, I don't know if that was the play-in finish or something happened, but because I've never seen anyone be getting launched like that from a shoulder block, but that's what happened with Styles. So I don't know if that was, like I said, if that was the play-in finish, or if it was botched and Hernandez realized right away that something was wrong and went for the pin to end it. So I don't know. It's just me speculating about something that, I might be making something out of nothing. That's all I'm saying. I might be making something out of nothing, but something just didn't look right with that finish. Yeah, it was an amazing finisher, the shoulder block that launched AJ into the air, but like I said, something just didn't look right about it. But then again, I could be making something out of nothing. 4 out of 5 on this one. Next up, we had a promo, Zema Ion coming out saying he didn't have an X Division title match for Bound for Glory, which is basically TNA's biggest pay-per-view of the year. And then out comes RVD, Rob Van Dam. And basically, in this promo, we find out RVD is going to be challenging Zema Ion for the X Division title. Gee, if they put the title on RVD, I wonder if he'll hold it for 23.5 months. Again, I wonder how many people out there will get that reference. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5 just based on the fact that Zema Ion tried to use the title belt to defend himself, and RVD basically gave him a Van Daminator using the title belt. Next up, we got the World Tag Team Champions of the world, taking on Sting and Bully Ray. This is basically a match to prove to Bully Ray, to prove to Hulk Hogan that Bully Ray can be trusted, because Bully Ray is the one who thought up this match and whatnot. And this was a great match with these two tag teams. You know, we don't normally see too many good matches on a go-home show leading into a pay-per-view, but this one was okay. This one was okay. And I really like the fact that they brought back an old Team 3D reference. Sting pulled Bully Ray from getting attacked by Daniels from behind, and showed that Bully Ray can trust Sting. Bully Ray shaked his hand, and next you know, Sting shoves Bully Ray and says, "Bully, get the table." And then next thing you know, Sting gives the Scorpion Death Drop to Kazarian. Bully Ray setting up the table so that way, he basically took out Kazarian so Kazarian couldn't interfere. Then Bully Ray sits him on the top rope, gives Daniels to Bully Ray, and does a super power bomb through the table. Of course, I'm going to get disqualified, but I think everybody's really glad with that finish. The crowd went nuts, crazy for the table being brought back. 4 out of 5, great match, and I'm really looking forward to what happens between them and the Aces and Eights and finding out just who they exactly are. You know, rumors have been speculating, you know, for months now who's behind Aces and Eights, but we'll probably talk about that more on the breakdown and predictions video for Bound for Glory. And next up we had Miss Tessmacher taking on Gail Kim, and you know, it was an okay match. It's again, two really hot knockouts who really know how to wrestle in the ring, and Taryn Terrell in a tight little referee's outfit. Can you guys tell I'm lonely? Anyway, as I freaked everybody out for that one, it was still a really nicely worked match. Tessmacher gets the win. And then when you had Taryn come in and attack Miss Tessmacher, trying to give her the widow's peak, Tessmacher countered it and gave her finisher, a weird variation of a bulldog, you know, just to stick it to Tara. 4 out of 5 on this one, just because we got to see Miss Tessmacher and Gail Kim and Taryn Terrell all wearing scantily clad clothing, or lack thereof. I wonder how many people will give me a thumbs up on the video for that. And finally, the main event time, we saw Jeff Hardy and Bobby Roode. Before the match started, Bobby Roode was cutting a promo. James Storm comes in and they start arguing, and the only person who can break up the fight is, of course, Mo Law. Now, notice I didn't call him King because I don't recognize him as a king in the wrestling industry. The only real wrestling king is Jerry the King Lawler. But he breaks up the fight, and then next up we have a lead into this match, Jeff Hardy and Bobby Roode. A great main event between these two guys. I thought it was very entertaining. Of course, it ended with Bobby Roode giving Jeff Hardy a low blow. And so Bobby Roode gets disqualified. And it was, again, a very decent show. I don't know why they would end it with that, but it was still very decent. You know, my overall score from Impact Wrestling this week, I'm going to go for a go-home show. And this is very odd because normally we don't see a really good show for a go-home show. But this was by far an exception to the standard. 4 out of 5 on this one from me. I thought it was a great opening with Austin Aries and James Storm. Great promo leading up to the tag match between Bully Ray, Sting, and the World Tag Team Champions of the world. Hernandez and Aj Styles, I'm still a little bit iffy about the finish. The finish, again, it just really didn't look right to me. I don't know if something went wrong, because I really didn't look like the planned finish. RVD and Zema Ion, I'm looking forward to that. Kazarian and Daniels, Sting and Bully Ray, let me just say this, great match. Good to see the tables being brought back. We also had Miss Tessmacher and Gail Kim, great match. And again, I said it before, and I'll say it again. Knockouts, much better to watch than WWE Divas. And the finish with Jeff Hardy and Bobby Roode, yeah, it was typical heelish of Bobby Roode. Typical heelish. But it was still a really great match. And again, all four guys in this double main event really look strong as it pertains to their particular match. Austin Aries, James Storm, Jeff Hardy, and Bobby Roode. So that's why he gets a 4 out of 5. What I want to know from you guys out there, the viewers and subscribers, your thoughts on Impact Wrestling this week. Be sure you put your comments in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and favorite this video. And please don't forget to subscribe to youtube.com/WrestleGamer. So with that being said, I'm Double B Billy Boudreaux saying thank you very much for watching.